Hey there, this is video U113, and it's using reasoning to solve problems and just some ideas for you, and it's for sections 1.6 and 1.7. All right, the more you see my math videos, you see I'm a fan, especially math and science. Try using diagrams, working backwards, guess and check is always a great choice if you have no idea what to do. Try something, solve a simpler problem, make a systematic list of all the possibilities, eliminate things, and my favorite, try something. There's nothing worse on a test or an assignment leaving it completely blank, because then I can give you absolutely nothing. If you try something, I can usually see, where you were going, what you were trying to do, and try and give you some marks for it. But a big old blank page, all I can give you is a goose egg. So let's see what we can do with the question. 3 students are playing games. 2 of the students flip a coin, and the third one records their score. Student 1 gets a point if the result is 2 heads. Student 2 gets a point if the results are 2 tails. And student 3 gets a point if the result is a head and a tail. The first student to 10 points wins. Explain whether you would prefer to be student 1, student 2, or student 3. Well, you could do this by inductive reasoning if you wanted to, and go through and flip some coins and see how this goes. But I think we are going to do the systematic list of all possibilities and maybe even a diagram. So, student 1, he flips a coin. He's going to either get, how do I want to draw this? He's going to get a heads or he's going to tails. Student number 2, when he flips his coin, he's going to get heads or he's going to get tails. So how many different variations can we get? Well, we can get heads and heads. We can get heads and tails. If the first student gets heads, those are 2 options. If the first student gets tails, I get tails and heads, and I get tails and tails. Those are the only 4 possible combinations you're going to get if you flip 2 coins. Wait until math 30. We do a whole section on this. And basically, there are 2 choices for the first thing and 2 choices for the second, so you multiply them together with a grand total of 4 choices. So let's look at the scoring. Student 1 gets a point if the result is, so student 1 gets a point there. Student 2 gets a point there. Student 3 gets a point if there is heads and tails. Student 3. So who's got the better case? Exactly. I want to be student 3. He gets a point 2 times out of 4, or 0.5, 50% of the time. Student 1 and 2. Well, student 1 gets points 1 time out of 4, 0.25, 25%. Student 2 points 1 time out of 4, 0.25. So definitely want to be student 3. They are twice as likely to score as the other guys. All right. You probably could turn this off and try this one yourself. All right, I'm going to trust you did. The members of a recently selected varsity basketball team met each other at the first team meeting. Each person shook the hands of every other person. The team had 12 players and 12 coaches. How many handshakes were exchanged? So 14. All right, sorry about that. All right, so there's 14 people in total. So our first person has to shake hands. Well, if you think about it, he's got to shake hands with everybody else. So 13 people. And then he is done and he is gone and he goes down off to the side. So the second person, he's got to shake hands while that first guy's gone. So now there's actually only 13 people standing in line. So be 12 people. And the next guy, well, so the number 2 guy has disappeared. So this guy, there were 14, 2 people are done. So that means there should be 12 people altogether, which means 11 people left to shake hands with. And the fourth. And that means he's going to shake hands with 10. And it's keep going until you get to the very, there's the second last guy. And he's going to shake hands with 1 person. So 13 plus 12 plus 11 plus 10. Oops. Let's just add that up. If there was a magic button on my calculator to do that quickly for me. I don't know of it. 10 plus 12 plus 11 plus 10. Boom. 91 handshakes. And that, my friends, is the end of that video.